Hello, this is Reiki Master Angelia with Works of Hearts, Reiki 2, and Natural Complementary Healing Training Program, Part 3. Last time we left off in pain in the shoulders and arms, which I have pretty much every day. So we're going to start off on neck and back pain. This treatment is excellent to use when you have a painful back or neck, such as after a whiplash injury, which I've had twice in car wrecks, and is also good for generally sore bones, which I have because I have osteosclerosis, and for growing pains, which my poor son Nick had when he was younger. The emotional causes for pain in the upper back and neck can include holding back emotions or feeling overloaded with responsibility. The middle back holds repressed feelings such as guilt, worry, and not being open to receive. And pain in the lower back is often associated with a lack of emotional support in life, a lack of abundance, and difficulties with sexual expression. It is best to stay in each hand position for 3 to 5 minutes. And of course, we're not going to do that here. We'll do 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever I'm feeling like I need that day. But you can certainly pause the video and, do it for the amount of time that you feel like you need to do. This means you'll need about 30 minutes for the total treatment session. So, number 1. Ask the receiver to lie down comfortably on their stomach. Number 2, lay one hand on the nape of the neck, so the nape of the neck, and the other on the top neck vertebrae. So that would be, the first vertebrae there in your neck, or in their neck if they're the receiver and you're the giver. Place your palms next to each other on the left shoulder. And now, like I said, each of these positions, you're doing this for, 3 to 5 minutes in each of these positions. So we're going from one to the other. So your palms would be next to each other on the left shoulder, with the base of the palm on the shoulder muscle and the fingers pointing towards the spine. So I can't put my hands that way, but using the left to right, you can see like this. Move your hands onto the right upper shoulder, this time with the base of the palms on the spine and the finger pointing toward the shoulder muscle. So again, you're going to go to the right shoulder, the palms, you can put it on that side like that. And then, like I said, you can do each side, one way and then the other way. Now repeat steps 3 and 4, starting with your hands almost one hand width further down the back each time. So you're going to go down the back, if your hand's here, put the next hand here. Move it down. Go down the back like that till you get to your bottom. Do this until you have covered the whole back. Lay one hand horizontally across the sacrum and the other at right angles to it over the coccyx to form a T. This allows the energy to travel up the spine. And of course, you need to ask your client if they're okay with you touching them there. That's an important thing. You have to ask, are you okay with me touching you here? And sometimes you accidentally touch a client in a place and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch you there. Because some people have had experiences that might make them think you are trying to do, a little groping or whatever. And that's certainly probably not the case. I know it's never been the case with me. So you want to ask your client if it's okay to touch them in this manner. And if you accidentally touch someone, apologize right away so they don't think, you're copping a feel while you're working on them. Because that stuff happens. Lay one hand horizontally across the sacrum. Yep, we get it. Finally, keep one hand covering the coccyx, which is your tailbone if you don't know. And place the other hand on top of the neck. So it'd be, from down to up. Keep both hands in this position until the flow of energy feels the same in both hands. And like I said, the more you do Reiki, the more you're going to start to feel and know what it feels like. And you're going to want to do that until it feels like you get a good flow going from bottom to top and the energy feels the same. Middle and lower back pain. The most common causes of middle and lower back pain are low kidney function, poor dietary habits, lack of exercise, poor posture, a lack of adequate support in life, stress and tension. Stress can disrupt the energy in the whole body systems. We all know that. But especially the muscles of the back, which go into spasm when the kidneys and related lower back muscles weaken. If you ever had back spasms, it's not something you want to have. It hurts pretty freaking bad. This treatment considerably eases any pain or tension in the back and is also useful to treat a hangover. It is best to keep your hands in each position for about 3 to 5 minutes. And like I said, we're not going to do that here, but you can certainly pause the recording and do that yourself. You should therefore allow about 20 to 30 minutes in total. The receiver should lie on their stomach, using cushions or towels for comfort if necessary. And some people need some head support. Some people don't. Some people can't lay on their stomach. I can't lay on my stomach because of my back. I have to lay on my side. So, you have to accommodate your clients. What's best for them. You have to be flexible and know how to adapt what you're doing for people's body. Because it's. I've heard people who are used to doing things one way and they're like, "Well, I don't know how to help you then." Because they quit, they give up, it's too hard, they don't want to have to learn and adapt, and that's a shame. That shows you're not very dedicated to what you're doing if you can't adapt your method to meet your client's needs, because it's all about your client. It's not supposed to be about you. Place both hands on the lower ribs, slightly above the waist, so that your hands are covering the adrenal glands and the upper portion of the kidneys. So, all right, we got our kidney here and our adrenal glands on the top. So you want it, like that, so that you're covering both of these things. Then move your hands down, one hand width to cover the kidneys. So, like that, and you would move it down. Both these positions help to balance the functions of the adrenal glands. I have an overactive adrenal gland, so, it's sometimes not good. Kidneys and nervous system. Place your hands on the lower part of the back at hip level and allow the Reiki energy to flow into this area. So, kind of with a curve around, the hip area, where the kidney area is, so that, you're sending it through that area. Rest the hands on each side of the lower spine. So on that, you're going to want to put them like this, over the lower spine. Over the sacrum area. And again, you're going to want to ask your client if it's okay for you to touch them there. One hand with fingertips pointing down to the tailbone. So one of your hands is going to be, pointed, again, I have trouble with my hands, pointed down towards the tailbone. And the other hand pointing upwards. So, you're going to kind of have a up-down thing, happening. Like I said, I can't I can't do that anymore. So it just imagine both hands are pointing the same way, facing the person, one down, one up. Both this position and the one in the second step relieve sciatica and lower back pain. Strengthen the lymph and nerves and support creativity and sexuality. Finish the treatment by placing one hand on the coccyx and the other hand at the top of the spine on the neck. So again, one hand on the tailbone, one hand up at the neck. This balances the energy traveling along the whole spine. And like I said, the more you do this, the more you get a feel for it, the more you're going to know when things feel right and when things don't feel right. When nobody else is available to give you this treatment, you can use the same hand positions as in the back positions on yourself if you can. Now, I cannot anymore. So, what I like to do is to reach what I can and then reach the opposite area on my back, down low. Like if I only get to here, I can only get to here, and then send Reiki between your two hands to cover from this area to that area. So you have like a line of energy going between these two areas. That's how you can work on yourself if you like have shoulder problems and back problems like me, so that you can't really reach there anymore. And you can send the energy through these two hand points to cover that area. Because, not everybody's young or pretzel like, I did yoga for a long time when I was younger. I do modified chair yoga now. So, just depends on your ability. Pain in the joints. I have osteoarthritis. I have that every day from head to toe. Arthritis is a particularly common disorder in the later years and sometimes in the middle years. It is an inflammation of the joints, and its typical characteristics are swelling, redness, pain, and extreme stiffness. Pain cream is my friend. Osteoarthritis is the common wear and tear form that causes so many aches and pains. This is what irked me, applying for disability. And there was comments about, years I worked, years I didn't work. And it's like, I was a mother. I took a year off with each child because I was taught in child parenting classes. That's when your bonding happens. And it's important for you to be there with that child for the first year. So I did that for my children. Like I said, osteoarthritis is a wear and tear disease. So if I have a wear and tear disease, that means I was working pretty hard. I was wearing my body out. Not sitting on my butt letting calcium grow in my joints. It's a wear and tear disease. It causes many aches and pains. And rheumatoid arthritis, which occurs mostly in women, but certainly men have it too, is an autoimmune disorder in which the immune system attacks the body's joints as it would an invading bacteria or virus. However, there are different types of arthritis, many of which are caused by bacteria and viruses, such as infective arthritis. And of course, we know there's, different kinds of arthritis. So it's important that you let your doctor get x-rays and tell you what kind you have. And so you can decide on, good treatment, because I believe in, treating it all the ways you can. I credit all the ways, I've done traditional Western medicine, which is way behind in my opinion. Ayurvedic, traditional Chinese medicine. I credit that with letting me live so long as I have, because I feel like all your options should be explored, so you can live the best life that you can. It's important to consult a medical doctor to see how they can help you deal with your symptoms. However, it is also worth bearing in mind that the disorder can be partially due to emotional imbalances. Because if you have a little pain and you're not in an emotionally good place, it's going to feel worse to you because you're already in mental pain. So physical pain is going to feel worse to you. Overly rigid thinking can contribute to that. Being excessively critical of oneself or feeling unloved. Reiki can help with both these physical and emotional elements. And because, you're worth it. It's good for you to heal yourself and help yourself. Especially those of us who help other people for a living. It's good for you to sometimes take a little time out and help yourself. Do a little self-love. Ask the receiver to sit or lie down and find out where they feel the most pain. Then hold your hands directly on these areas. It is best if you sandwich the joint concerned with one hand above and the other hand below it. So say, it's the elbow. You could have one hand above, one hand, I said it wrong, one above, one below. And send the Reiki through your palms, through this joint. Number 2, if the receiver feels comfortable, you can then treat the entire body. Number 3, next, place one hand on the upper leg where it joins the buttocks. And again, ask your client if it's okay if you touch them there. And the other hand on the heel. It's easiest to do this if the receiver lies on their stomach, but only if they feel comfortable lying in this position. Like I said, I have to lay on a side because my back is so bad I can't, lay on my stomach or my back for any length of time. So I always had to lay on my side whenever I was getting Reiki. Finally, lay your hands on the soles of the feet, fingertips pointing down. This treats the foot reflex zones for all the body's regions and energizes the feet. And the reason why you're, putting your hand from that area down to the ankle is you're sending Reiki throughout the whole leg. Preventing stress. Stressful situations are all too common in the workplace. Whether caused by tight deadlines, seemingly unreasonable colleagues, the demands we place on ourselves and others at the start of new projects, or the responsibility we feel if things don't turn out the way we expect. Because that's the problem with a lot of things, our expectations. If you get mad about something, it's your expectation that has bothered you, not the event itself. It's your expectations. You expect people to think the way you think. You expect people to be reasonable. You expect people to do what you want them to do. And when those expectations are not met, that's when your emotions kick in, and that's where the problem lies. In any stress situation, the adrenal glands secrete hormones into the blood, which transports them all around the body with profoundly harmful effects. Because your stress hormones are the fight or flight. They put you in fight or flight mode. And that is not a good place to be. More and more people are developing stress-related symptoms these days, ranging from headaches, migraines, and shoulder and neck pain to upset stomachs, insomnia, and anxiety attacks, and ulcers. You can use Reiki in any stressful or even potentially stressful type of situation because everyone has healing energy flowing through their hands, if you ask. It's just a matter of tapping into it and learning how to use it. That's why I'm teaching this now. On a physical level, It strengthens the immune system and balances energies, rejuvenating you and quickly recharging your batteries. Emotionally, Reiki brings you back in touch with a feeling of peace and joy in life. It counteracts worries, fears, and feelings of restlessness or low spirits. And on a mental level, Reiki connects you with your intuition, trust, and creativity, bringing increased clarity to your decision making. And sometimes we need that. Refresh and energize, a self-treatment. In all our day-to-day activities, we give out energy, especially when we face lots of demands at work or have a full schedule. This short Reiki treatment recharges your personal energy quickly, rejuvenating the body, mind, and emotions. It is very effective after lunch or in the late afternoon when your energy may be depleted. Total treatment time is approximately 10 to 15 minutes. And of course, we're not going to do that here. You can certainly pause and, do it yourself. Number 1, find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and relax. And again, you can take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And you can do that about 3 to 7 times until you feel more relaxed. Number 2, place your hands over your eyes. Palms on your cheekbones. Relaxing the eyes relaxes the whole body. So you would go like this. And you can sit there, for a minute to 5 minutes, whatever feels like you need to do. Number 3, place one hand on your solar plexus and the other beneath it. So you can't really see that here, but it will be there and there, one under the other. Touching your stomach to restore energy and vitality. Because that's where your chakra's in charge of your energy. There's the belly one. You can use the same hand positions to treat another person if they are feeling low in energy and in need of a boost. And sometimes we all need a boost. Reiki before sleep. Self-treatment. This treatment calms the body, mind, and soul before you go to sleep, as well as harmonizing all your chakras. If you happen to fall asleep during the treatment, don't worry. Simply finish in the next morning. Keep your hands in each position for between 3 and 5 minutes. And of course, we're not going to do that here. You can play gentle, relaxing music in the background if you like. Now, people go, rock and roll is what relaxes me. No. It keeps your mind too busy, keeps your heart, pumping a little faster. You need some soothing, calming music. If you don't like classical, find, some kind of, Zen or something. They have all these CDs now. So, you don't want anything hard. Even if you think that relaxes you. Because your heart rate tells the story that it does not really. Alternately, you could do a guided version of this healing technique. So you can, have a guided meditation. I used to do a guided meditation at a place, a hot stone meditation, and then I did it at a few other places. But at the places where, people were behaving themselves, it did good. And it, it helped some people and helped relax some people. Number 1, place your hands over your eyes. So again, we're going over the eyes. Resting your palms on your cheekbones. This connects you with your intuition. Number 2, place both hands on the middle of your chest, the seat of your heart chakra. And of course, that's right, there. This strengthens your immune system and increases your capacity for love and the enjoyment of life. Number 3, Place one hand on your solar plexus and the other hand just below it. So again, we're going, like that. Touching your stomach, allowing yourself to relax deeply into this area, and healing energy to flow throughout your whole body. Number 4, place both hands in the shape of a V over your lower abdomen. So that would be like this, over your lower abdomen, with the fingertips touching over the pubic bone. This provides grounding and encourages you to trust more in life, which allows sleep to come more easily. You can use this exercise effectively on yourself at any time you feel the need for an increased sense of calm and peace. And a quote here, during Reiki treatments, I feel tremendously at ease and really enjoy the total relaxation. And that's from Lisa, age 43, a Reiki student. Reiki symbols. Adapted from Reiki, the Healing Touch by William Lee Rand. Reiki symbols are like keys that open doors to the higher levels of awareness and manifestation. They can also be thought of as buttons. Whenever you push one, you automatically get a certain result. The power of the Reiki symbols are not in their outward appearance, but in the God consciousness and the attunement energy that becomes attached to them. Choco-Ray, the power symbol. This symbol can be drawn using your fire finger, which is the one next to your index finger, which I'm not going to give you because, Reverend Angela is giving people a finger. You can imagine a beam of light coming out of the palm chakra, and draw them by moving your flattened palm in the air to form the symbol. The important thing is your intention to activate the symbol with Reiki energy as you call on the higher power to heal. The power symbol can be used to increase the power of Reiki or to focus Reiki on a specific location. The power symbol can also be used to seal the space around the client to prevent healing energy from leaking. Visualize a box of white light or an encompassing sphere of golden light. And I visualize golden light from the Holy Spirit coming right through my hands, through my body to that person I'm working on. Use the symbol to bless and clear energy from a room. Prepare your client by drawing the power symbol at their crown and third eye, so their crown and their third eye. That's your 2 head chakras. And then at their heart chakra. Electric blue is the color of this symbol. So if you're going to use this symbol, imagine it being electric blue. Choco-Ray, the power symbol. The purpose, empowerment, to increase the power and focus of Reiki, to empower all other symbols. The symbol is always a counterclockwise motion. As you are drawing the Choco-Ray, say it 3 times to intensify the Reiki energy flow. The power symbol concentrates and focuses the energy power in one spot. It can be used as often as needed throughout the treatment, but is especially effective if used at the beginning to increase the power and upon ending to seal in the healing energies. To prepare the room. Draw the power symbol in light on all the walls, ceiling and floor to bless the room with light. Draw the power symbol in the center of the room to send Reiki into the room. And I'm going to show you the Choco-Ray symbol. And like I said, I do not use these symbols because I do Reiki in a faith healing manner. I ask to be a vessel of the Holy Spirit. But some people do Reiki through the universal, energy. It's, again, a faith thing. But here is the choke array. So you see the direction here. The 1, 2, 3 is the spiral. It crosses the number 1 again. So if you're going to do the choke array, it will be, like that. And like I said, that's up to you. That's, the intention of the creator of this, to do it that way. And some people, call on the angelic realm. Again, it's what you believe. And since I believe in the Holy Spirit, I use, the sign of the cross whenever I work on people, because that's my belief system. And for me, that's the symbol that works for me, because that's the ultimate symbol in my book. But if you do not have that as your faith, and you want to draw the choke array, like, was intended when they created Reiki, as this power symbol, then if that's what works for you, then that's what you do. So that was our bell that you heard a second ago. So that's all for now. I hope you found this educational and informational. And Reiki has definitely helped me in my life. And, I know it has helped clients. I've gotten people who told me, it felt great. It felt like having a massage. I could feel things moving in there. So I know that it does work. So that's it. I will leave the link for you to make a donation if you're taking this class. Please consider doing so, because I have had to retire due to my health, and this is all I'm doing. So, if you feel like giving me a little gift for giving you this knowledge, that's appreciated. Until next time.